Good afternoon, my dear students. Last class we have discussed about different types of tissues. So first one was epithelial tissues. Next today we will see connective tissues. So what are connective tissues? Connective tissues are another type of tissues. For example, you can see bone and blood. Okay, so blood is a connective tissue and bone also is another connective tissue. So if you are taking different types of cells are spread in a matrix. Okay, so if you are taking blood, different types of cells are there and it is spread in a matrix. So let's see what are the characteristics of connective tissue. As you know that tissues, what are tissues? Tissues are group of cells which perform a particular function, which have same structure and will perform a particular function. So now we will see what is known as the connective tissue. So in the case of connective tissue, the cells of the connective tissue are loosely spaced and embedded in a intercellular matrix. So what is the definition of connective tissue? The cells of the connective tissue are loosely spaced and embedded in an intercellular matrix. Matrix may be jelly-like fluid, or maybe it is dense or rigid. So if I am drawing in one rough diagram, just I will show you to get an idea. So if you are taking connective tissue if you are seeing connective tissue under a microscope, you can see different types of cells embedded in this. So this is known as the matrix. Okay, this is known as the matrix and these are the different types of cells. So the different types of cells are embedded in a jelly or a little more dense substance that is known as the matrix. Okay, so we will see now two examples, blood and bone. Okay. One of the example of connective tissue is blood. When you are seeing blood, it is red in color, but we cannot see what all cells are present inside the blood. So for that, we are taking one drop of blood and keeping on a slide. Okay, and looking under the microscope, we can see cells present inside the blood. Okay, so that fluid content in the blood, that is known as the plasma. Okay, that is known as the matrix. Okay, matrix in the blood, that is known as the plasma. So the matrix in the blood, that is known as the plasma, which contains salts and hormones. Okay, so I will draw a rough diagram. If you are seeing this blood under the microscope, you can see different types of cells scattered on a fluid substance. Okay, you can see different RBC, WBC, platelets and all scattered on a matrix. So this is known as the matrix, which contain salts and hormones. Okay, other than this, on this fluid medium we can see cells. That cells are known as the RBCs, red blood cells. Okay, why it is red blood cell? Because it is red in color. Okay, then WBC, white blood cells, and platelets. So what is the function of platelets? Platelets actually it will help for the clotting of the blood. If we are getting any injury, suddenly within half an hour, our skin will be, some fiber like structure will come and it will stop. Okay, the bleeding will stop. That is because of the presence of important thing that is known as the platelets. So these all things, these are the different types of cell. RBC, WBC, platelets are spread on the or you can say embedded on this fluid or jelly like substance that is known as the plasma. So if nowadays new techniques are available, we can separate these all things from the blood. So blood is in red color. If we are separating plasma from the blood, we will get a light yellowish or light yellow color fluid that is known as the plasma. So some patients need only plasma, so we can transfer the plasma, we can extract plasma only and we can give to the patients. Okay, so main purpose of the blood, it is to transport gases, then food, whatever we are eating should reach different parts of the body, right? That is through the blood. Then the transport of hormones and transport of waste material. So this blood is a connective tissue which is used for the transportation of the substance like oxygen and carbon dioxide, digested food, then hormones and waste material from one place to another. So this blood is known as the connective tissue. Now we will see one more connective tissue. Can you say how you can stand straight? If muscles only is there, can you stand straight? No, we need a support, right? That is because of the bones. Our body has a framework, right? That is made up of bones. So next type of connective tissue is bone. Okay, let's see what are its characteristics. So bone, it forms the framework that supports the body. If bones are not there, we cannot stand straight. Actually, our framework is the, like a building have framework, right? Like metal, steel, like that will be there. In our body, our framework is bone. Okay, it supports the framework. So it forms the framework that supports the body. Okay. Next point, it also anchors the muscles and support the main organs of the body. Means how the muscles will attach the other parts of the body through the help of the bone and also support the main organs of the body. Listen, like heart, lungs, stomach is protected by the skeleton, right? Like ribs which seen in the chest portion, it will protect the heart, lungs and the stomach. So like that, it all parts of the body is supported by the bone. It is strong and non-flexible tissue. So bone is very strong and it is non-flexible. Okay. Then fourth point, bones are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. So bone cells, like this, if I am drawing a rough diagram, if you take the bone and look under the microscope, we can see the bone cells are embedded. The bone cells are embedded in a matrix. So this is the bone cell. It will be embedded in a matrix. This matrix made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, so like these bone cells are embedded in the matrix which contain calcium and phosphorus. So once again I will repeat the points. Bone forms the framework that supports the body. It also anchors the muscles. Anchors means muscles are attached to the bone and support the main organs of the body. It is strong and non-flexible tissue. Bones are embedded. Bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix that are composed of calcium and phosphorus compound. So here I will write bone, not bones, bone cells. Bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compound. So I hope this is clear to you. Now we will see another two different types of connective tissue, tendons and ligaments. So have you heard about ligament tear, like that? So you can see two bonds, right? Two bonds, one bond, two bond. So this connection is there, no? This connection, one bond is attached to next bond by some strands like structure, some tissues, that is known as the ligament. Okay, in legs also, each one bone is connected to next bone by a connective tissue that is known as the ligament. Okay. Then what is tendon? Tendon, the muscles. The muscles are connected to bones by another type of connective tissue that is known as the tendon. Okay. This usually will ask for 2 marks question. What is the difference between ligament and tendon? Let's see what is its characteristics. Okay. So ligament. It is the connection. Two bonds are connected to each other by a connective tissue. Okay, that is known as ligament. This tissue is very elastic. So we can move our bones freely, right? Our legs, hands and all, we can move easily. So that is because of the ligament is very flexible and elastic. So we should take care of this. Okay, otherwise if it is broken, that will get pain and other problems will happen. So this is the ligament, means it is a connective tissue which connect one bone to another bone. Okay, so next tissue is tendon. Tendon is another connective tissue which connect muscles to bones. Our muscles are connected to bones by this connective tissue, that is known as the tendon. Okay, tendons are fibrous tissue with great strength but is limited flexibility. Okay, compared to ligament, that much flexibility is not there for the tendon. It have great strength is there, but little more less flexibility. So this two is very important. What is ligament? What is tendon? Very easy, just keep in mind. Another type of connective tissue is cartilage. You can see in the bone what is the difference between cartilage and bone. You know where all this cartilage we can see in our body. Just touch your nose and your ears. You can move it flexibly, right? Just try to move it. So that is made up of cartilage. Okay, that type of connective tissue is known as the cartilage. So it has widely spaced cell. Compared to bone, in this case of cartilage, the cells are widely spaced. Okay, the solid matrix is composed of proteins and sugars. So we can see cartilage in nose, our nose, ear, trachea and larynx. Okay, so cartilage, it is have widely spaced cells. The solid matrix is composed of proteins and sugar. We can see cartilage in our nose, ear, trachea and larynx. Okay, so this is the connective tissue. Another two important connective tissue is areolar connective tissue, and one more is that is the adipose tissue. Areolar connective tissue and adipose tissue. So this one areolar connective tissue we can see in between the skin, muscles, around the blood vessels, bone marrow, and it fills the space inside the organs and support the internal organs and helps in repair of tissues. So this is the another type of connective tissue, areolar connective tissue, that we can see between the skin and muscles and around the blood vessels, bone marrow. Okay, so its function is that it fills space inside the organs and support the internal organs and help in the repair of tissues. So mainly these areolar connective tissues for the protection of our body. Okay, it will protect our internal organs, right? Okay, so that is known as the areolar connective tissue. So one more connective tissue is known as the adipose tissue, that I think all have this tissue. If you see how we will become fat because of the increase in the adipose tissue. So the fat storing tissue found below the skin and between the internal organ, that is known as the adipose tissue. Okay, so these cells contain fat globules. So when we are increasing our weight, this adipose tissue will increase. It will store more fat and we will become obese. Okay, so this type of tissue is known as the adipose tissue. I hope these all different types of connective tissues are clear to you.